Today, I will be speaking about Korean culture and specifically the unique food that embodies it. I myself am personally half Korean. My mom was adopted from there at a very young age, along with my aunt, who was also adopted from there a year later. I'm really interested by Korean culture, and I thought it'd be interesting to expand more on my little known knowledge of it. The only Korean food I remember trying before is my aunt making beef bulgogi, which is Korean barbecued beef, which is very good. But other than that, I've never really had any other real Korean food. Let's start by talking about the origins of Korean food. Fish and shellfish are a major part of their diet because of the oceans bordering their country. Mostly shrimp, oysters, abalone, while ships and pigs were reserved for the upper class. Traditional Korean meals are named after how many side dishes that accompany steamed rice. Kimchi is served with nearly every meal. Those of you who don't know what kimchi is, it's fermented vegetables such as cabbage or Korean radish with a selection of seasonings. A lot of commonly used ingredients include sesame oil, soy sauce, salt, garlic, ginger, and pepper flakes. One of the most interesting things I learned when learning about Korean food and culture is how their dining etiquette is different from ours. Each diner is expected to face away from the eldest male and cover his mouth when drinking. According to Hyung Yum-ju Rai, this etiquette was established by the Joseon dynasty. It is unpolite for a king and his vassal, a father and his son, a teacher and a student to drink face to face. Also, a guest should not refuse the first drink offered by their host. I found this extremely interesting that this is considered to be polite and standard in Korean culture. It's crazy how different cultures' dining etiquette varies from one another. In conclusion, I'm very glad I chose to do this topic for my speech. I think it's kind of bad that I don't know much about my own culture. Learning about the food of my home country was very interesting and made me really want to travel there to try it. My cousin and aunt have been there before, and from the stories I've heard, it sounds like an insane experience.